Your hours on the treadmill, meticulously logged, might actually be programming your body to cling to every ounce of fat, actively resisting your deepest desire for a lean, strong physique. This isn't about calories in versus calories out. It's about the survival mechanism your body activates when pushed into chronic endurance. We are about to decode the precise metabolic process that makes long-duration, moderate-intensity cardio a counterproductive strategy for fat loss, forcing your system into a state where it prioritizes storing fuel, not burning it. Imagine your body as an ancient, highly sophisticated organism, hardwired for survival against primal threats. When you consistently engage in extended periods of moderate intensity exercise, like a 60-minute run 5 days a week, your physiology doesn't interpret this as a modern fitness endeavor. Instead, it registers it as a prolonged period of environmental stress, perhaps a forced migration or a desperate search for sustenance across barren lands. In this perceived state of scarcity, your body undergoes profound adaptations. It learns to become incredibly efficient at conserving energy, which, paradoxically, means it becomes incredibly efficient at not burning its most dense energy source, fat. It sees this fat as vital reserves, precious fuel for the uncertain journey ahead. This isn't conjecture. Research by Fry and Kramer in 2006 detailed how chronic endurance training significantly elevates cortisol levels. Cortisol, often dubbed the stress hormone, is a double-edged sword. While essential for acute stress responses, chronically high levels signal to your body that it's in an emergency. What happens next? Your body enters a preservation mode. It tries to lower your overall metabolic rate, meaning you burn fewer calories even at rest. It begins to break down metabolically active muscle tissue for quick glucose, because muscle is comparatively expensive to maintain and isn't seen as immediately critical for survival during a perceived famine. But fat? That's the long-term energy storage, the emergency blanket. Your body will fight tooth and nail to keep it. So, the very activity you believe is stripping away fat might, in a fundamental biological sense, be telling your body, hold on to every last bit. Consider the marathon runner versus the sprinter. One embodies endurance, the other explosive power. Now look at their typical physiques. The marathoner, with their lean, often slender build, appears efficient, yes, but that leanness often comes at the cost of muscle mass, their body having adapted to shed anything deemed non-essential for long-distance, low-power output. The sprinter, in stark contrast, carries significant muscle, built for bursts of power. This is not merely aesthetic. This is a profound reflection of entirely different metabolic adaptations. Before understanding this mechanism, you might have believed the marathoner was the pinnacle of fat burning, endlessly churning through fuel. You might have even thought that if you just ran more, you'd get leaner. But what if the opposite is true? What if chasing that perceived caloric deficit on the treadmill is actually making you less metabolically flexible, less capable of utilizing fat as fuel? The crucial shift in understanding is this: your body doesn't just register exercise as calories burned, it interprets the type of exercise as a specific signal about your environment and needs. A compelling study by Schoenfeld and colleagues in 2014 meticulously compared the long-term effects of resistance training versus aerobic training on body composition. Their findings illustrate a stark divergence. Resistance training, which places demands on muscle growth and maintenance, leads to a sustained increase in resting metabolic rate. Think of it like this: a larger, more powerful engine burns more fuel, even when idling. Your muscles are that engine. Prolonged aerobic training, however, can actually lead to a reduction in resting metabolic rate as your body optimizes for efficiency and conservation. The implications are unsettling. You could be putting in immense effort, enduring hours of discomfort, only to inadvertently lower your body's baseline fat-burning capacity, essentially turning down your internal furnace. This isn't about giving up on movement or abandoning exercise. It's about exercising with profound intention. Here are 3 immediately actionable strategies to work with your metabolism, not against it, for true fat loss and body recomp. First, reprioritize resistance training. Aim for 3 to 4 sessions per week, focusing on compound movements like squats, deadlifts, presses, and rows. These exercises engage multiple muscle groups simultaneously, sending a potent signal to your body that strength and muscle mass are vital. This isn't just about building visible muscle, it's about preserving and increasing your lean mass, which is the primary driver of your resting metabolic rate. More muscle means you burn more calories around the clock, even when you're completely still. This foundational shift tells your body resources are abundant and strength is key. Burn that fat, we need energy for growth. Second, integrate short, sharp bursts of high-intensity interval training, or HIIT, but with caution. 2 to 3 sessions per week, lasting no more than 20 minutes, including warm-up and cool-down, can be profoundly effective. Instead of sustained, moderate effort, HIIT involves intense periods of exertion followed by brief recovery. This creates a powerful post-exercise oxygen consumption, or EPOC effect, meaning your body continues to burn calories at an elevated rate for hours after you finish. Crucially, because these sessions are short and intense, they don't trigger the same chronic stress response as long, slow cardio. They tell your body, acute challenge, adapt and recover quickly, without signaling perceived famine. A 6-minute Tabata protocol, for example, is far more metabolically stimulating than an hour-long jog for specific fat loss signals. Third, and perhaps most overlooked, obsess over recovery and sleep. Your body repairs, rebuilds, and truly optimizes its metabolic function while you sleep. Aim for 7 to 9 hours of quality, uninterrupted sleep every night. Chronic sleep deprivation elevates cortisol, regardless of your exercise regimen. Remember that stress hormone? Even perfect training can be undermined by inadequate sleep, which can keep your body in that same fat-hoarding, muscle-catabolizing state. Consider strategies like creating a cool, dark sleep environment, limiting screen time before bed, and maintaining a consistent sleep schedule. Optimizing your sleep is not merely passive rest, it is an active, essential component of metabolic mastery. You are no longer bound by the outdated notion that more exercise always equals better results. You now possess a profound understanding of how your body's ancient survival mechanisms interact with your modern fitness efforts. You are not just someone chasing calories burned, you are a strategic metabolic architect, equipped to speak your body's primal language with precision, guiding it towards the physique you truly desire. Your relationship with movement and your own biology will never be the same. This understanding is just one critical piece of a much larger puzzle. There are countless other fundamental mechanisms deeply rooted in our biology that the wellness industry consistently misrepresents or outright ignores, mechanisms that, once understood, can fundamentally reshape how you approach health, energy, and longevity. We've just pulled back one curtain. There are many more fascinating truths waiting to be uncovered, transforming your approach to what truly makes your body thrive.